TJ, grateful for a chance to farewell Wellington?
Yeah, definitely am. It's pretty cool that the last test in New Zealand this year is at home. Obviously, I'm going overseas at the end of the year, so the opportunity to represent the country's not there again after this year, so to have the last one and to be playing in the last one at home would be cool.
And what are your memories from your debut? I think you might have got pinged for not putting the ball in straight in your first involvement, but then set up a match-winning try right at the end.
Yeah, I think I must have kicked the touch as well at some point in that game. But my first game, I think it was your first game as well, eh? Was it against England?
Was it Donners?
No, in Auckland maybe.
No, I didn't get on.
You didn't?
It
Might have been Malakai Fikitoa as well. I think we debuted on the same day, so fond memories of that, seeing my family right after the game, and to be able to have them at my last game in New Zealand will be pretty cool as well.
Any regrets about leaving New Zealand?
No, not at this stage. I think when you look back on your career later on, you might have some, you might not, but I'm content with my decision. Really looking forward to obviously playing this game and whatever the rest of the year holds, but then getting over to Japan and spending more time with my family, playing in a new competition over there as well, something I'm looking forward to.
TJ, you had a long association with Bowden, both at the Canes and the All Blacks. Does it feel a wee bit like Back to the Future this week? You guys starting in the halves?
Yeah, it'd be cool, man. It'd be cool. When they named the team the other day and saw Baz's name at 10, we played a lot of games as 9 and 10 for the Hurricanes and a lot in the stadium together, so to be able to go out there with my bro at 10 is something I'm excited for and something I'll cherish.
How much does it mean to be playing here in Wellington?
Means a lot, bro. Like, home is always going to be home. Every opportunity we get to put on a black jersey we're grateful for, but to be able to do it at home in front of your friends and family and the fans that I played for my whole career is pretty special.
TJ, you care a lot about this team. Seeing what Cortez did last week, does it give you some nice reassurance that the torch is in good hands at halfback?
Yeah, Tez played really well last week. I think Tez has played well all year. We've got some very good young nines coming through New Zealand rugby. Cam Roygaard is close to being back playing as well, and we all know what he's done in this jersey and in the Hurricanes jersey in the past. So to be able to get him back to full fitness and hopefully playing at the same level, if not better, is something that we all want. And then you've got Noah there as well, who's been playing well, and then some guys who are unlucky to not be in this team as well, with Finlay and Falau. Both of those guys, so it just shows the quality of nines that we have in our country at the moment.
TJ, can you speak on what role Whānau has played in getting you to this point?
A massive role, bro. Like, Whānau is, I think for maybe all of us, I can't speak for everyone, but it's the most important thing in our lives, and regardless of if you play rugby, if you're journo, whatever you're doing in life, we look back to our whānau to help us through good times and to help us through bad times and to celebrate good times. So my family has been a massive, I guess, rock for me and a consistent for me throughout my career.
Looking back to the 22-year-old self when you made your debut, what would you say to him now?
Just enjoy the ride. Like, there's a lot of ups and downs that come with what we do. You guys are part of that, which is your job, but the way we play is part of that too. And I would just say to enjoy it for what it is, because, man, it goes quickly.
Do you mean the media were part of the ups or the downs?
Both, I think. But there's no bad blood in that at all. Like, you have a job to do. Your job is to help promote and sell our game, and I understand that a narrative, if it's a negative narrative, can create some form of conflict or conversation about the game, and good and bad conversation on the game actually grows the game. So I get it. I don't always agree with it, but I get it.
Just to dig into one of those negative narratives, what's going on with the Wellington hoodoo?
We need to sort that out. That's our job, is to play better here. We haven't been successful here in the last wee while. So for us, we understand that a field or a region doesn't determine whether you win or lose. It's our circle, and we have to own our performance this weekend, and we're looking forward to doing that.
Patrick, welcome.
Hey guys.
How good is it to be back, and how frustrating was it to go down when you were playing some pretty good footy?
Yeah, awesome to be back. Very frustrating, sort of getting the injury, and then just with the rehab and time frame it took to sort of get right. I've never really had calf issues before, and I don't really have calves, so to have a calf issue was probably frustrating, the most frustrating. But probably more so just watching the team go to South Africa, and then obviously the RG games as well. It's hard being on the sideline or being at home where you feel you can have a bit of input, or where I felt that I could have sort of given something to the team, but that's all part of it, and happy to be back and ready to go.
These finishing woes, no points in the final quarter of the last 5 tests. It's been a consistent issue. What you're part of that bench group this week. What's needed? What can you do? What can that group do to kind of turn this narrative, I guess, around?
Yeah, I suppose the last quarter of games we haven't gone that well, but part of that is probably just being able to focus in the last 20. You got guys who are probably playing some real good rugby and going full tit for 60 minutes, getting into that last 20 bit fatigue. But saying that, rugby's an 80-minute game, and you got to be able to perform there, and that's probably where our area of weakness is at the moment. But we acknowledge it, and we know that as a bench crew, we've got a job to do when we come on. So we're not just watching the game as it's going, we're actually deep into it and seeing where we can have good input or see where we can add value.
TJ, do you want to go on that end of your tour? Just you said your last game will be in New Zealand. Just want to clarify what you meant there.
No, I said the last game in New Zealand, which it is. Well, for this team, I don't know if I'll be able to get a game for the Lions or not. I'd love to go on the India tour. Playing for the All Blacks is the pinnacle of our sport, so every opportunity I get to represent this team is something that I'd love to take.
And what's it been like coming back post the Achilles injury? The goal was to get back into the All Blacks. What's it been like getting here?
It's been awesome. I spoke about hindsight before, and I don't think I'm probably going to refer to it again here, where I'll reflect back on it after the season and be able to, I guess, feel it a little bit more. Right now, I've just got a job to do. My job is to go out there and win a rugby game and impact winning in this environment.
TJ, I know it's a big day for you. It's also a really big day for Sam Keane on Saturday to win his 100th cap.
Yeah.
Can you just give us your thoughts? You've played with him as a captain, you've played with him not as a captain. Just give us your thoughts on what Sam has meant to you.
Sam's a great man. I played schools with him, 20s, and played against him a lot through Super Rugby and that, and then with him in this team a lot too. His influence on this team won't be forgotten. He's been an amazing captain for this team, an amazing player. He's someone that you can rely on, and you know that he's going to show up for you week in, week out. Sam has been, he's been someone that we can always rely on in this environment, and that says a lot about him as a man and as a player, that we can always count on him, bro.
Paddy, can I ask about Tuipulotu and his performances? What have you made of him?
Yeah, outstanding, I think. So he's come into his own this year, and he's certainly helping leading the forward pack with his work in terms of the line out and just around the park. Just been really impressed with how he's gone about his work. I know sort of got to play with him in his first year when he made his debut, and sort of seen his rise till now. So definitely a bright future ahead of him, and I feel quite proud.
Can I ask you both the same question I asked Razor? That is, you guys have lost the Rugby Championship. It's a title you had the last 4 years. Obviously, the main game's the World Cup's a long way away. Does it matter that you've lost this title? Does it hurt, or are you just focused on long game? Where does that fit?
Yes, it matters, and yes, it hurts. Like, we have an expectation to win every game, and that's our expectation in this environment. Every game we go out there and we want to win. We train hard enough to win, and we believe that we are good enough to win. And to lose the Rugby Championship and to lose any game for us isn't good enough.
TJ, going back to the Northern Tour, what would it mean to you to play again at Twickenham after the journey you've had with Achilles tendon, and obviously to close the circle really?
Yeah, I haven't really thought too much about that. To be fair, that'd be pretty special. The place that I got injured that kept me out for such a long time, to be able to play another Test match there and, like you say, go full circle, that'd be a pretty special moment.